right after this. Just about to get underway, and towing the slab here, Will Warren. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
J.P. Crawford leading things off and takes a strike. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. The pitch. Swings through it for the K. The high heat, too much on that one.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. Rodriguez checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. And that's a swing according to umpire Ed Drummond. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The throw won't get there in time, and they can't get the out.
Boogie doesn't care how he does it. He just wants to get on base. And when he does, that puts him in a position to do some damage, put some pressure on the defense as well. His wheels are truly a weapon out there.
So a man at first. Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. Put that 600 slugging into context. The league average usually in the low 400s. Raleigh working on a massive campaign right now, putting up some big home run numbers.
Well, we've seen him flex some impressive power this season, and there's still a lot of time to go. If we can keep up this pace he's on, we could be in for something really special.
Caught him looking for the K. The batter now, Jorge Polanco. Warren with a move to first. Rodriguez back in on a dive. And first offering is fouled off. Rodriguez off of first with 2 away.
Ball.
Hit on the ground to the right side, and it goes just foul. And there's a fly ball deep right field. This one could be trouble. Around second is Rodriguez. Coming home. He'll score easily.
Everything came together for him. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Now it's Randy Arozarena. And that one lifted in the air center field. Grisham sizes this one up. Squeezes it. And that is that. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now 1-0. Back at Yankee Stadium. And on the mound in this one, Logan Gilbert. Chris, his strikeout rate this year among the best all time.
He's truly one of the elite strikeout pitchers in the league. I mean, strikeouts per 9 off the charts. So the opposing team, they know they have their work cut out for them anytime they're facing this guy or a guy like this that's going to get the swings and misses. pretty much in a class of his own when it comes to that category.
Jason Dominguez leading things off and takes a strike. Gilbert in his 4th year, 27 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2018. The 0-1. And he chases a high fastball there.
A healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Got him. And one gone.
Oh, there he gets the slider in on his hands, and it just eats him off. It's hard to get the bat around on a pitch like that in tight. You just feel like you're crowded on the inside part of the plate. Can't get any extension. That's one he definitely should have laid off of.
It's Aaron Judge now. Another solid power season. Just missed. Ball. One down, base is empty. And another ball. That one at the knees for a strike.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
And a big swing and a miss.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean,
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That slider didn't move till the very last moment.
And here comes Bellinger at 96. That pitch is in for a strike. And a strike in there.
Looks really sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough one for this lineup.
Swing, a high fly ball, right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. He sends it out of here. His 2nd homer this series, and it ties it up. It's 1-1. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in the spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
Paul Goldschmidt will climb in. And that one is lifted in the air. Rosarena moving under it. Makes the catch. And that is that. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. All even at 1 apiece. And welcome back to the ballpark. 2nd inning set to go. And now for Seattle, Luke Raley. Warren back to work. That one finds the zone. 0-1. And delivers outside. Making the calls behind the plate in this one is Woody Keller.
Yeah, and Woody does a pretty good job back there, Boog. He's got a pretty fair strike zone most of the time. Maybe some inconsistency here or there, but usually he's back there doing a solid job.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. How much were you aware of the umpire scouting report, or even who was going to be umpiring?
Not a whole lot. I mean, there were a couple of umpires that weren't real good, but outside of that, you just kind of went into the game, especially back when I was playing. Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there, not much to it, and I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you could sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
And first offering is fouled off. Next offering is fouled back. Not close with that one, and that's ball one. Ground ball up the middle. LeMahieu is there. To first. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting eighth, the right fielder, number 8, Dominic.
2 down, base is empty. And stepping in for the Mariners, Dominic Canzone.
He's been on fire at the dish lately. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
And the first pitch misses for ball one. Right through there for a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a ground ball. Over to first. And the Mariners set down 1-2-3. Nothing doing here this half. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. All tied 1-1. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. And now, Trent Grisham.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. On the money. Nice play.
Batting 6, the shortstop, Anthony
Volpe now at the plate. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. That's back there onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Batting 7, the second baseman, DJ.
Here's DJ LeMahieu. That clips the corner.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
And that drops in for a strike. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Tied up here in the early going.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Two outs. And a rope into center field, base hit.
Batting 8, the catcher, Austin.
Runner at first with 2 away. Next to hit, Austin Wells. In the air, foul off first. Raley puts it away, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Yankees. Score remains deadlocked at 1. On to the 3rd inning. Now the third baseman, Miles Mastrobuoni. And that one is in for a strike at 95. 0-1. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. Not stopping, he's going for 3. And he's got a leadoff triple.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Back to the top of the Seattle order. J.P. Crawford up next for the Mariners. Struck out swinging his first time. Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-1.
Mastroboni at third with nobody out. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. The shortstop takes the ball. And down on strikes he goes. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. Julio Rodriguez up next for the Mariners. Reached on an infield single his first time. And that one fouled off. The Mariners knew what they had. Signed him in July of 2017 for a little under $2 million when Rodriguez was just 16 years old out of the Dominican Republic. Swing and a miss as he was late. Fast forward to 2022 for Julio Rodriguez to win the Rookie of the Year. The Seattle Mariners were then compensated with the 29th overall pick in the first round of the draft in 2023. Part of the new CBA, enticing teams to promote their good young players.
The designated hitter, Cal Raleigh.
Now it's the Mariners DH, Cal Raleigh. He's one of the best players in the game. Fought off foul. The other part for Smith is the athleticism and the defense. In high school, he played shortstop almost his entire career. And so he converted to catcher in college. And there's the ball. Runner at third, 2 away. Check swing, called strike. Cut on and lifted in the air. Bellinger settles underneath it. And that's the third out. A hit and an error in the inning, but they fail to score. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. All tied 1-1. Back for more from the Bronx as we go to the last of the third. And stepping in for the Yankees, Oswald Peraza. And that's outside, and it's 1-0. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Raley makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Jason Dominguez.
Back to the top of the lineup. And next for New York, Jason Dominguez. His first at bat was a strikeout. And that one hammered back there. It's a bomb. And the Yankees have the lead. It's 2-1. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. His bat looks like it's in the zone for such a long time, and that gives him the ability to get barrel on it and hit the ball out to any part of the park.
One down. Here is Aaron Judge. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Outside. Ball 1. One down, base is empty. Right side. Judge out on the play.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to
The left
stay
fielder,
in the head,
Cody.
but going to work at the next hitter. And a tough one at that.
2 outs, base is empty. Here comes Cody Bellinger. He's already homered here in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Swing, a high fly ball, pretty well struck, right field. Out of here, a home run off the foul pole. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they add on. It's 3-1.
Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. And that one wrapped foul. And that one fouled off. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the last half of the third. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working, and this is now a 3-1 ball game. And we're back. New inning getting started. So now it's the Mariner cleanup hitter, Jorge Polanco. First pitch misses.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
And that is out of play. Good eye right there.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken back as you drive back to the dugout.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Now the left fielder, Randy Arozarena, 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. The other way, makes the catch for the out.
Up next for Seattle, the first baseman, Luke Raley.
2 down, base is empty. Luke Raley up next for the Mariners. Raley measures 6 feet 4 inches, 235 pounds, and they went out and made a trade for him last season.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
He swings and fouls one off. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Swing, and he breaks his back. Peraza pulls that one down, and that is that. Nothing doing for the offense that time. And midway in the 4th, Yankees 3 and the Mariners 1. Back in New York, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Trent Grisham. In for a strike, and it's 0-1. Singing 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in one game, and before that game in the clubhouse, there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan, and he said to me, "Hey kid, you hit a home run in the game tonight. Come over to the store tomorrow and I'll give you a free suit." Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
Volpe batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. 1 out, bases empty. That pitch gets the corner, and it's 0-2.
So I went into the game. I happened to hit 2 when I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me and said, "You're trying to put me out of business, aren't you?" And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
So did Super Joe give you 2 suits?
Super Joe hooked me up with 2 suits.
Another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
No, I can't argue with that one, and clearly he was looking for something else, anything but the breaking ball. It's a great pitch to hit right there if you're looking for it, and kind of a gift at a 2-strike count, but sometimes you just get fooled and you got to tip your cap.
And a strike there to LeMahieu.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Back now in the Bronx, ready now for the 5th inning. And here's the catcher, Mitch Garver. Warren back to work. There's the strike.
Well, these Mariners, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul.
I love how he tracked the ball right there and was able to get through that fastball just a little bit late. Otherwise, it stays fair. I think if the top hand is a little stronger, same swing produces a home run.
This one high in the air to left center. Grisham trying to get there. He's got it. And there's one away.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Canzone now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Lifted in the air down the left side, and that is foul. That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got him looking. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at bat, and the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone, and as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect the pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
Mastroboni stands in now and watches strike 1. The Yanks up by 2, and we're at the top of the 5th. Check swing, and he went. No balls, 2 strikes.
0-2.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Now a check swing, but he held up. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
2 down, nobody on. Fights it off, he'll see another. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss, struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Home half of the 5th coming up. Yankees 3 and the Mariners 1. Bottom of the inning. Here's the power hitting catcher, Austin Wells.
For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck. It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances and then hurt his shoulder diving for Deion Sanders inside the park home run. That's probably the most memorable game that I ever attended as a fan at Old Yankee Stadium. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. He doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. You got to put a ball in play.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Jason.
Back to the top of the Yankee order. Jason Dominguez digs in now. He's already homered in this game. And that one clips the corner. Chris, we were excited to watch him pitch. This is a little more along the lines of what we were expecting performance-wise.
Yeah, Boo, great pitchers like this, you may get one opportunity in one inning to get to them, to get some runs up on the board. And if you don't take it then, you may see zeros the rest of the ball game.
2 outs. That one almost got him.
Nope, that's in. Ball. We got a full count.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. He goes down looking. 1, 2, 3 go the Yankees, but they still lead it 3-1. All set for the top of the 6th, and now the shortstop, J.P. Crawford. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Movement in the bullpen. Mark Leiter Jr. getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Loaisiga, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. So two
That's a
balls
ball.
and no strikes.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
That's a little
Ball,
high.
that's high.
And that's ball 3.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. Next pitch in for a strike, and the count is 3-1. Line to left, and there's one down.
Now batting, the center fielder,
Julio Rodriguez up next for the Mariners. 1 for 2. Out to center. Grisham on his way over. Snags it for the second out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Cal.
Here's some real
Raleigh.
power at the plate. Cal Raleigh. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. That one off the mark, and that is ball 1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air left field. Pretty well struck. Bellinger raging back towards the wall. Grabs it right up against the wall. No runs, no hits, no errors. 2-3-4 due up in the home half of the 6th. Yankees 3 and the Mariners 1. Back at Yankee
Leading
Stadium.
off for
Now
the
Aaron
Yankees,
Judge.
the right fielder, Aaron Judge.
And that
Nope,
misses.
ball.
And that's ball 1. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Man,
1-2 is the
91
count.
on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Two and two.
On the ground,
Foul ball.
right side, and that's just foul. And now it's filled up.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
That one
Ball
misses.
4, runner
So a
take a
leadoff
base.
walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't
Now
offer at it.
batting,
Now
the
he has
left
somebody to
fielder,
worry about
Cody
over at first.
And up to the plate comes
Bellinger.
Cody Bellinger. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone. Stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Ryan Wu, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Brash also throwing. Judge on at first. Nobody out. And that one in the air center field. Rodriguez settles under it. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Up next for the Yankees, the first baseman, Hall.
Here is Goldschmidt. 0 for 2 in this one. Fastball
That's
is
the ball.
outside.
Pretty frugal guy.
One out.
He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Runner on the go.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss. Throw. Save. And that just misses.
The ball.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Now here's Trent Grisham. Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning.
Well, it doesn't get much easier with this next batter, but I totally understand going with the intentional walk in that spot. He's just too dangerous at the plate right now, and there's a base open, so it gives you options defensively to get an out.
Now pitching for
And we've got ourselves a pitching change.
Number 22.
Ryan Wu.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
First and second, 2 outs. Anthony Volpe, the next to hit. Swinging a foul straight back. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, and that's the inning. Yanks strand a pair as the lead remains 3-1. We go to the top of the 7th, and now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Jorge Polanco. First pitch, not close.
Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses outside the strike zone, which is exactly what a pitcher wants.
Let's go Yankees!
Fouled off left side. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Fastball, and he gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Here's the left fielder, Randy Arozarena. That misses,
1 ball, no strikes.
and that's ball 1. One down, base is empty. And a big swing and a miss.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Ground ball right side. LeMahieu gets it to first. They get the out on a Rosarena.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Luke Raley up next for the Mariners. Sinker catches the zone at the knees. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. On the ground at first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Mariners are down in order, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Bottom of the 7th, and
Leading
stepping in for the Yankees, DJ LeMahieu.
DJ LeMahieu.
Woo, 25 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick in 2021. Pitches in there. That is strike 2. And ball 1 to LeMahieu. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. And the leadoff man aboard. And now Austin Wells.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
That one's in there. It's 0-1. Just off the inside edge.
1-1.
Fouled off. He was late.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
And that's downstairs. Ball 2. Swings and misses. Some high cheese for strike 3.
Typically that high fastball,
Now
if
batting,
it's
third
close to the
baseman,
top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Peraza at the plate now. That's ball 1. Not even close there. And the count now 2-0. LeMahieu over at first with 1 away. That one called a strike. Now 2-1. Just missed.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter at this point in the ball game. You know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
In now is the Yankees DH, Jason
Dominguez.
Dominguez. He blasted one out earlier in the 3rd.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That's back. And he makes the play on the warning track. Runner tags at second, and he moves up to third. Now 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Aaron Judge.
Aaron Judge at the plate. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base and slugging too.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable, and because he has the ability to get the barrel.
This one swung on and hit well, way back there. And that one is gone. A 3-run dinger. That's his 3rd home run of the series. It's 6-1. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
Here comes Belly to take his cuts. Pitch misses inside, and it's 1-0.
1-0.
That one missed.
No, that missed. That's a ball. 2-0.
Foul ball. Check swing, called strike. Next pitch is outside. Paul Goldschmidt on deck for the Yankees. Two down, nobody on. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that wasn't even close. Ball 4.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Goldschmidt.
So 2 down. Paul Goldschmidt stepping in now for the Yankees. Throw over to first. Bellinger dives back. And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Tim Hill.
Coming on to face a righty here, and he's been fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matchups are very good.
Tim Hill.
Mitch Garver up to hit here.
The catcher, Mitch Garver.
Right through there for a strike. Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Devin Williams getting ready to go. Hamilton getting loose as well. And it's even up.
Ball.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Goldie racing over to make the catch.
Now batting, the right fielder, Dominic Canzone.
Now it's the right fielder, Dominic Canzone. Swings and misses. Strike one.
It's 0-1.
The Yankees leading by 5, and we're in the top of the 8th. And that is cut on and missed. And it's 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Goes down looking.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started.
The
3-pitch
the third
strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there. At least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Two outs, base is empty. Here's the third baseman, Miles Mastrobuoni. That's in there, and that's strike one.
0-1.
And ball
1-1.
one. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Two down, nobody on. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Gets a piece there, we'll do it again. Up the middle, and that's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Back to the top of the order now. J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Mastrobuoni leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Got him looking for the strikeout. Throws him with the heater at the knees. 1 left for Seattle. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1.
Now pitching for
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Casey Legumina.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate.
Yankees, the center fielder, Trent Grisham.
First pitch just misses. Outside with a breaking ball. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Anthony Volpe will hit next. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
0-1.
You know, these Yankees, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've launched 6 hits at 90-plus exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
0-2.
Runner at first with no outs here. Next pitch,
1 ball, 2
not
strikes.
close, up high. The shortstop
Ball.
takes the ball. Nobody out. Runner at first. Swing and a ball popped in the air.
No,
and
that's
no
a foul
one can
ball.
get to it. It's a foul ball. That one ripped. That's back. Pulls it in on the warning track. So a man
Now
aboard.
batting,
Now
the
it's the
second
second baseman,
baseman,
DJ LeMahieu.
LeMahieu.
Ground ball right side, could be 2. To second for 1. Back to first, double play. And that's it for the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Through 8 full, Yankees 6 and the Mariners 1.
Now pitching.
We're
for the
back. It's the
Yankees,
top of the 9th. And there's a new
number
pitcher on the
38.
mound, Devin Williams.
Devin.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
So digging in,
Leading off for
Julio
Seattle, the
Rodriguez.
center fielder,
1 for
number
3.
Julio Rodriguez.
And that one upstairs, ball 1. Williams
One
is
out.
what you're looking for in a good reliever. The ball stays in. And now for Seattle, J.P. Crawford. Outside low, and we are
1-0.
underway.
First pitch, 7:07.
Two balls, no
That's the
strikes
ball.
to count. And that one
That's the
missing
ball.
low. Next
Yeah.
offering is in for a strike. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Count's full.
That one misses.
Take your bait.
So a
Ball
leadoff
4.
walk.
That's a nice at bat and a great take on 3-2. Probably
Right
could have gone
second,
either way
the
in
center
that spot
fielder,
around the
number
knees.
44,
Julio Rodriguez.
Rodriguez.
Up next for the Mariners. Just
No, that's down.
missed.
Ball.
Warren measures 6 feet 2 inches, 25 years old, and he was drafted in the 8th round in 2021. Crawford gets his lead at first, nobody out.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Slice to right. And it
Over the
hops
fence,
over
that's
the
a
wall
ground
for
rule
an
double.
automatic double.
Batting third,
Off the bat, I
designated
thought they were
hitter,
going to score their
Cal
first run of the game,
Lull.
and that feels like a tough break. But look at the bright side. Really good contact at the plate, and now they're working with not just 1, but 2 runners in scoring position, so they'd love another base hit right here.
So up next, Cal Raleigh. Golden opportunity right here. Ball 1 and a pitch inside. Base runners at second and third here. No outs. Swing and a foul out of play.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
And the right-hander deals. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Battling here as he fouls it away. And a 1-2 again.
Ball.
No, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Jorge Polanco in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. High fly ball down the left field line. Going back, Bellinger, back some more. And it bangs off the wall. One runs in. Throw cut off, now to the plate. But it's offline. He will score. And they lead by 2.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Just about got it out of here down the line to left. So I'm sure he wishes he could have put a little more behind it, but he's got to feel good about that missile off the wall.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And up next for Seattle, Jorge Polanco. This one in the air, center field. Grisham sizing this one up. Makes the grab. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
That is fifth. The left fielder, Randy.
And now we check out the Mariners lineup. This is an offense, Chris, that's having a hard time scoring runs right now.
Yeah, sometimes things just aren't going to click, and unfortunately what happens is players press, they try to do a little bit more, and they get out of their game. You've got to let the game come to you. If you chase it, it's going to run from you. So this is a team that just needs to calm down, relax, and understand that they're going to come out of this.
Randy Arozarena, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one. And a foul ball.
Got to be careful here. This is the type of hitter that can punish you, even with pitches outside the zone.
Fastball is outside.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Next offering is down low.
2-2.
And down on strikes. And there's 2 down. And stepping in for the Mariners, Luke Raley. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. That's a little bit low. That one is upstairs.
Ball.
2 outs with a runner at third. That one misses. Now 3-1.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
That one is absolutely belted. And it is gone. His 4th home run of the season. And they tack on to their lead. It's 4-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Base is empty with 2 away. Mitch Garver up to hit here. That clips the inside corner for a strike.
Well, it's not the inning he was planning on to begin this start, but you've got to find a way to shake things off and give your team some length and put up some zeros.
Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
On the ground. Has some trouble with it. The throw is still in time. He keeps his composure and they get the out. So they move out in front after a 4-run outburst. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Mariners 4 and the Yankees coming to bat. Back at Yankee Stadium and on the hill, Logan Gilbert.
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
Bottom of the first. Now up as the Yankees DH, Jason Dominguez. You see the velocity 97 with that fastball. Gets the outside corner with that one.
I mean, that's perfect location right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Rodriguez settles under it. And out number 1 on the grab. And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup.
The right fielder,
An offense that knows how to mash, Chris. Lots of power throughout the lineup. They're leading the league in homers right now.
Yeah, and I think when you're facing a team like this, pitchers coming in, they see the stats. They end up trying to nibble, trying to work on the edges, trying to expand the zone. And so I think the key, if these hitters can stay within themselves, obviously they have the ability to hit the ball a long way and score runs quickly. So we'll see how it goes in this one.
Aaron Judge in the box now. No balls and a strike. It affects the game in so many ways, right? Your ability to come back is usually tied to power. If you can deliver a huge hit with one swing of the bat, it really changes your capability when you fall behind. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone.
No left field.
Bellinger up to hit.
Bellinger.
And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. And there's a foul ball. And that one got a piece of him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
Batting 4.
Paul Goldschmidt down.
Paul Goldschmidt.
Out to short. Tosses across to first. That's the 3rd out. The Yanks lead 1. They trail it here 4-0. All set for the start of the inning. And here is Dominic Canzone.
On the mound, he's got to remember his offense can score a lot. So if he can hit the reset button from here going forward, there's still a chance that his club can win this ball game.
Warren back to work. That missed inside. Ball 1. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. Ed Drummond, our umpire behind the plate in this one.
Yeah, Boogie's a really fair umpire, both the pitchers and the hitters. So standard strike zone, he's consistent with it. And the great thing is you don't see players question the calls too much. So that's a good thing in this day and age.
Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because the pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strength. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Just misses with that one.
2-2.
That's a strikeout. Good looking sweeper there.
Batting ninth, the third
Miles
baseman,
Mastrobuoni up next for the Mariners. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. That one almost got him. One out, base is empty. Late on that fastball.
1-2, the count.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way,
batting,
but
the
that time, a little
JP
anxious.
Crawford.
So the batting order turns over. J.P. Crawford up next for the Mariners. Walked his first time. That's in there. Strike one.
The strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
Just
Ball
missed.
out.
2 outs, base is empty. The 1-1 is fouled off. Puts it in the air out towards left center, and that'll do it. Back here in New York, so the
Leading off
batter now
for
will
the
be Trent
Yankees,
Grisham.
the center fielder, Trent Grisham.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That one carried. Up against the wall and brings it in.
Woo, he was all
Batting
over
sixth,
that first
the
pitch
shortstop,
fastball. Just
Este.
barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Now it's the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. Check swing, called strike. Next offering is fouled back. That just
missed. That's the
misses.
ball.
Now 1-2.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
That one down the line, and foul ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Slider got him for strike three.
Well, when you throw the same pitch back to
Batting
back,
seventh,
that's how
the
you want to
second
do
baseman,
it. Set him up
DJ.
in the strike zone, then
Mlb
extend a little
The
bit
Show.
from there and see if you can get him to chase. Nicely done with the slider right there.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. That is the inning. Yanks held in check. They're down 4-0. On to the third inning, and now for Seattle, Julio Rodriguez. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss. Strike one.
0-1.
Well, these Mariners showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Pitch count is pretty high, and they've plated 4 runs already, so I think it's safe to say their game plan is working out pretty well right now. Good fade and sinking action of that changeup got that hitter to roll over.
And now it's going to be Cal Raleigh. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored.
So they forced the starter to put in a lot of work, and they've been able to get to him for some runs. And hopefully that bullpen phone is working today.
1 down, base is empty. A changeup missing, and it's 1-1. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
And first offering is fouled off. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now, doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. And there's a ball. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. Tap to first, and that's a foul ball. 2 outs. And a good eye there.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Rosarena batting for the second time, and that's strike 1.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
Pitch in the dirt, and now it's even 1-1. First signs of bullpen movement here in the early going. Ian Hamilton getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Smoked on the ground a second. Over to Goldie. They get the out on a Rosarena. And that is the inning. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Mariners 4 and the Yankees nothing. Back in the Bronx, set for the bottom of the third. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss, and he got him. That K is his 3rd of the game.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
check
Right
swing,
two.
but he went too far. And that's
0-2.
strike two. In the air, left field, a Rosarena. 2 away.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
The designated hitter.
So the lineup flips over. And next for New York, Jason Dominguez. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
0-1. That's a ball.
And that drops in for a strike. That one ran inside, almost got him.
Well, you've got to establish the
2-2.
inside part of the plate early, and that sends a message not just to this hitter, but to the rest of the lineup as well.
On the ground to third, Mastroboni tosses to first. That's out number 3. Down in order go the Yankees. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. As we go to the top of the 4th, and here's the first baseman, Luke Raley. Raley in his 3rd season, 30 years old now, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2016.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
On the ground,
That's
right
foul.
side, and that's just foul. Just misses the mark outside the zone. This to third, makes the sliding stop. To first, it's there, and that's a great play.
Up next for the Titans, the catcher, Nick.
This is such a difficult play for a third baseman, Chris. A sliding stop and worthy of another look for StatCast.
Well, I'll tell you, man, I'm frustrated if I'm the one hustling down the line the whole time, thinking I've got a knock and going to beat the throw, and then, boom, you hear the ball hit the mid, and you're out. That's just a great stop and great throw.
Mitch Garver up next for the Mariners. And first offering is fouled off. Line drive, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
The right fielder, number 8, Dominic Canzone.
Well, back in trouble, Boog, and it's just been like this for him most of the game. They've been all over him since his first pitch, and I think he's got a very short leash right now. Really needs to lock it down here.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Will Warren will depart, and he's not going to be happy with himself. New pitcher on the mound in a moment.
Now pitching
Ian
for the
Hamilton
Yankees,
into the game.
Well,
number
walks have
71.
been a big issue for him this
Ian
year, so I expect these hitters to be patient up there.
Man at first with 1 gone, and now the right fielder, Dominic Canzone. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. On the ground to second, might be 2. There's 1. Double play, and that'll do it for the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Mariners 4 and the Yankees nothing. Bottom four, here's a big power threat. Aaron Judge.
The right fielder, Aaron Judge.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
That's a ball.
Just
Outside.
missed. Next offering is downstairs.
2-1.
A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the
2
zone.
balls, 2 strikes.
Let's go, Aaron.
And the 2-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher
Now
on the same
batting,
page right
left
now.
fielder, Cody
One down, here
Bellinger.
comes Cody Bellinger. And first offering is fouled off. And that's in the dirt.
1-1.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Yo,
1-2 now. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The Mariners leading by 4. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. Third foul ball in a row.
Got him. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, you know, it was a ball, whatever, but
First
just the
baseman,
location
Paul
with that
Goldschmidt.
velocity. It's hard enough, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
Goldie steps into the box. Grounded out his first time up. Lifted in the air, right center field. That one gets down for a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see
The center
already,
fielder,
his
number
bat
12,
stays in the zone
Chris.
on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Goldie off of first with 2 away. Tap foul at the plate.
Ball.
Good job to fight that one off. Struck him out looking. And we're back.
Leading
New
off for
inning getting
Seattle,
started.
the third
And
baseman,
stepping in for the
Miles
Mariners, Miles
Mastrobuoni.
Mastrobuoni. And that one
Nope,
is downstairs. Ball one.
Well, these Mariners
1-0.
putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate.
2-0.
It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
That one fouled off. Off the mark there. Full count now.
Full count.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Makes the grab, one down.
The batter, number 3, shortstop,
J.P. Crawford up next for the Mariners. Misses
That's inside. That's
inside.
the ball.
1-0. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Next offering is in for a strike. Bounced out to short. Volpe. And he's safe at first.
Well, from the time you're a little leaguer, you're taught to hustle
Now
out of the
batting,
box and
the
give it a
center
full
fielder,
sprint through the
Julio
base, regardless of how you hit it.
Rodriguez.
And he didn't make great contact, but the effort was there, and he earns the base hit.
Now at the plate, Julio Rodriguez.
No, that's inside.
That's inside. That's out to center field. Grisham settles under it. He's got it. 2 away now.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Cal Raleigh.
Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners.
You have to be careful throwing him breaking pitches, even in an 0-0 count. He loves going after the off-speed stuff, and he's really good at hitting it.
And the first
Down,
pitch
ball.
misses for ball 1. Inside,
Ball.
just missed. And another
No,
ball. There's a strike. So now 2
your
on
base, ball
and
4.
2 outs.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty
Now
much
batting,
gifted him first
second
base with a
baseman,
quick free
Jorge
pass.
Polanco.
First and second, 2 outs. Polanco getting ready to hit. Foul ball there. Two on, 2 outs. Ball
No,
1
that
there.
missed. That's a ball.
Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
2 on, 2 outs. Pitch kicks away. And the runners will move up.
No trouble moving up to second on that play with the ball getting that far away from the catcher. Nice job to take advantage of the wild pitch.
That one 95 to finish him off. No runs, a hit, 2 left. Last half of the fifth coming up. It's the Mariners 4 and the Yankees nothing. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Now here is Anthony Volpe. Gilbert back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Yankees just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Foul ball, still 0-2.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Got him swinging.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter, low and away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous two-strike pitch.
LeMahieu stands in now and watches strike one. The Yanks down by 4, last half of inning number 5. That one misses, and the count is 1-1. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. He struck out swinging at his first at-bat. Just missed.
1-0.
And that one fouled off. Man at first, one away. Swings through that one above the zone.
Well, you know, this guy wants to pitch up something that he can hit hard and drive over the wall, but you've got to set your sights down a little bit. You can't lose your discipline and go after a pitch that you just can't do anything with.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. LeMahieu, the base runner at first with 1 out. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Ground ball right side, and foul ball. That one misses, and the count is 2-2. Grinding AB right here, about to see pitch number 10. Got him swinging, and the runner stays where he is.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Peraza in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
And a foul ball. knock right for you. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
Jason Dominguez. Now at the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. Knee-high strike, nothing in 1. Swing and a ground ball out to short. To second, Polanco. And that will end the inning.
Now pitching for the
We're back,
Yankees.
and they make a change to start
Number
the 6th.
38.
The new pitcher, Devin Williams.
And he's been really shutting down hitters from the right side of the plate this year. Not a lot of hard contact, not a lot of hits, period.
At the plate,
Leading off
Randy
for the Mariners,
Arozarena.
The left fielder, Randy Arozarena.
That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Late with the swing there.
1-2.
And misses
2-2.
inside. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Outside corner, got him looking.
Absolutely dotted the edge of the zone right there. That was a tough battle, man. So to make a really quality pitch and just catch him looking like that, it's got to feel good out there on the mound. That was a fun at bat to watch.
Next is the speedy first baseman, Luke Raley. And it was a homer back in the first inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, a 2-run blast, and that swing will give him confidence the rest of the way.
And that is downstairs. And that's ball 1. Williams is what you're looking for in a good reliever. The ball stays in the ballpark. It's so hard to square him up. 1 down, base is empty. And that skips in the dirt. Action in the pen down there. Tim Hill getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Hartley, a right-hander, loosening up as well. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Yeah, he stays out of the middle and pitches either at the bottom or at the top on the edges. And because of that, if you do get it in the air, it's usually just a high fly ball. And when it's down in the zone, it's on the ground.
He's so consistent that the manager basically could look at it like he's got 3 outs sitting in his pocket. That shortens the game.
When he takes the mound, you feel like, hey, this inning is wrapped or this ball game is over. He's just that good. And you can see it in opposing hitters as well.
Center field. Grisham trying to get there. And puts the squeeze on that one. That's out number 2.
They know when he comes in, pretty much forget about it. Kind of reminds me of Mariano Rivera.
Garver.
Now the catcher up to hit. Mitch Garver, 1 for 2. In the air, center field. Grisham on the move. And that is that. Offense held in check there. 2-3-4 due up in the home half of the sixth. It's the Mariners 4 and the Yankees nothing. Bottom of the sixth inning. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge.
Aaron Judge.
First pitch misses. And another ball.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
That one misses, and that's ball 3.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
That pitch clips the outside corner, and now 3-1. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, hauls it in for the out.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Here's Cody Bellinger. Close, but called a ball. And that is ball 1. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Brings it in. 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Paul.
2 down, base is empty. And here's Paul Goldschmidt. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
Way out front for strike 2.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it.
Now pitching for
Tim
the New
Hill
York Yankees.
comes on now.
Bringing in the lefty
Number
with the left-handed
41.
hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here.
Hill.
So we'll see how it works out.
Leading off
Dominic
with the Mariners,
Canzone
the right
digs
fielder,
in
number
now.
8, Dominic Canzone.
Nope. Ball.
Hill, a tall lefty, 200 pounds. He joined the team as a free agent. And that one in there at the knees for a strike. And 1-1. And he chases that one below the zone.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
And now the count is even.
Full count.
Got him looking, and he didn't like the call. And up next for
Now
Seattle,
batting,
Miles
third baseman,
Mastroboni.
Miles Mastroboni.
There's a strike. Just
That
missed.
missed. That's a ball.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first two batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Crawford in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. A sliding stop at short. Fires to first, and that's a nice play to end the inning. Mariners go down quietly there, but they're in front 4-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Trent Grisham.
Hitting is all about anticipation, and right now this lineup is struggling with it. Their swings are mistimed, and it's produced a few ugly cuts here and there.
And first offering is fouled off.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens when you try to take that right back up the middle approach.
The Yankees looking to rally. Next one misses. Now 1-2.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Right through there, got him. That's his 9th strikeout so far.
Oh, man, just locked him up with that slider, even though it caught a lot of the zone. And I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box, and it clearly was not that pitch.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. A Rosarena after it. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Pulls that one foul. The Yankees down by 4 here at the bottom of the 7th. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Raley makes the grab, and that's the inning. We're at the top of the 8th. Now the number 2 hitter, Julio Rodriguez.
Julio Rodriguez.
Hill back to work, and that's
Nope,
outside.
Ball. 1 ball, no strikes.
And another
2-0.
ball. In there at the knees for a strike.
2-1.
And it's fouled away. Cut out and missed, struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Cal Raleigh will hit next.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely. Try to hit the ball out of the park. Do what he loves to do.
That misses.
Ball.
And it's 1-0.
1-0.
Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. A shot to the opposite field. He's up to 3 home runs in the series. It's 5-0.
That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
So 1 out, nobody on. Jorge Polanco up next for the Mariners. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
No balls. 1 strike.
And that's
That
off
missed. That's a
the
ball.
inside edge. And that's ball 1. Hit in the air, right field. Makes the grab for the 2nd out.
Up next, for the Horned Frogs, the left fielder, Randy
2 outs,
Arozarena.
base is empty. Randy Arozarena up next for the Mariners. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And that one
that
a
missed.
little below the knees. 1-0. And that is out of play. This one smoked out to left. Could be extra bases. Around first, digging for 2. The throw into second. He's in there.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one.
Now
Nice
batting,
line
the
drive to
first
the
baseman,
pull side,
Lee.
met it out front, but just
Green.
stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
So runner at second, 2 down. And now the first baseman, Luke Raley. He's already homered here in this one. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. The Mariners pick up a run thanks to this solo homer. And the lead is now 5-0. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Ryan Wu.
He's having a ton
Now
of
pitching
success
for the
facing
Mariners.
left-handed hitters this season, so
Number 22,
this seems like a smart move to turn to him with a
Ryan
lefty at the plate.
Wu.
Wells in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Some activity in the Mariners bullpen. Casey Legumina preparing to come on if needed. That clips the corner.
A 1-2 count, all he's seen is
1-2.
fastballs. You've got to expect something off speed. Stay back.
Foul ball still a 1-2 count. Gets a piece and stays alive. And a foul ball, he stays alive. just
Ball
missing there.
outside.
And it's 2-2. And they'll do it again.
Quite the matchup we're seeing here. 6 foul balls in this at bat alone. Really making him work out there.
Hard ground ball, base knock. He saw a lot of pitches in that at bat and found a way to win the battle.
But when you see that many pitches in an at bat, your chances of succeeding go up. And right there we see the result.
Oswald Peraza stepping in now for the Yankees. On the ground, 2 ball. Slings to second, and they turn the double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Jason Dominguez.
2 down, bases empty. And now here is Jason Dominguez. Yeah, that's fouled off. The M's leading by 5 here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Off the mark there, and it's a ball and a strike.
1-1.
Just missed. This to third. Whips it to first. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors.
Now pitching.
So just about set now. And on the mound now, Will Warren. And Singy, that may be his name, but the strikeout is his game.
Well, Boog, I can tell you've been working on that one, but yes, you are right. This guy's strikeout per 9, over 11. I mean, that's just getting it done. There are a lot of strikeouts in that other lineup, and when you look at what he's able to do, man, it's going to be a fun one to watch today.
Okay, all set to go. J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit. That one a little bit high. And with that, we're underway in the Bronx.
First pitch, 7:05.
Right through there for a strike. That's in for a strike at 95. 1-2. The shortstop takes the ball. On the ground, right side. LeMahieu. 1 up, 1 down. And now we check out the Mariners lineup. This is one of the best teams in the league when it comes to drawing walks, Chris, so we'll probably see a very patient approach from them.
Yeah, Boogie, that's often what leads to a lot of runs scored. You get runners on base, you work that pitch count up for the opposing pitchers, and then you take advantage when they make mistakes. You get into that bullpen. You can tell that everyone up and down this lineup just comes in with a great plan of attack, a lot of patience, just like you said.
Julio Rodriguez, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Fouled off left side. 1 out, bases empty. Swing and a ball popped in the air, and it stays fair.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Now it's the Mariners DH, Cal Raleigh. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Raleigh goes 6 feet 3 inches, 28 years old. And he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2018. Man at first, 1 away. Runner on the go, pitching for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game, and that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment. Our players are going to be running all game.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Raleigh checks his swing, appeal to third, did not go. That one just misses, and the count's full.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. The batter now, Jorge Polanco. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Rodriguez stands at second with 2 gone. That's off the inside corner, and the count even 1-1. That one missing inside. Next offering is in for a strike. 2-2. And that one hit to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Mariners leave 1. And now the Bombers will get their shot. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back in the Bronx, our starting pitcher in this one, Logan Gilbert. Base runners are tough to come by with him out there, Chris.
Well, he's putting together a really nice season on the mound. ERA in the low 3s. Very respectable when you consider guys are looking to do damage. They're not trying to just walk and hit singles. They're trying to hit homers and draw walks and score runs. So you have a guy that can limit the other team from scoring more than a few runs. That's really tough to beat game in and game out.
Jason Dominguez leading things off and takes a strike. Lined, and that's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. I can watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. What a season it's been for him. He has supplied a lot of power and that average. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Just missed. Runner at first with no outs here.
No strikes.
Runner takes off. That's in for a strike. And it's safe. It's a stolen base.
I think that steal kind of sets the tone, not just for this game, but for the entire series. First inning, game 1. So that kind of tells me they're going to be aggressive on offense and try to force the issue whenever they can.
Two and one on Judge. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. It's offline. The run comes in, and it's 1-0.
Comes through with the RBI. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Here comes Cody Bellinger. Ground ball, could be 2. gets by him. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
You always hear people saying be sure of one when talking about double play turn. Well, he didn't even do that right there. I think he was thinking way ahead of the play, trying to get the feed to second too quickly, and just lost concentration on picking up the ball cleanly. That hurts to get nothing out of what should have probably been 2 outs.
And Paul Goldschmidt will come up to hit. That one fouled off. The 0-1.
That's a ball.
In the air, left field. Rosarena right there to make the grab. And there's one down.
Batting fifth.
As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. And a big part of it, a guy with a great track record, Paul Goldschmidt.
You know, he's a rarity, Boog, a guy who can really light it up on the road for some reason. Some guys struggle away from their home ballpark, but this guy's better than 350 when he's away from his home ballpark. So I'm looking for him to be a real catalyst in this game today. I mean, they're going to need him to be at his best because most guys just don't consistently perform well at that level away from home.
That one the other way. And that's a fair ball. Judge around third. One run across. Headed for the plate. The relay. He's safe as he gets his hand in. And they're up by 3.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and, man, he wasn't fooled at all.
One out, runner at second. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. First offering misses badly for ball 1. Strike 1.
1-1.
Grisham over at second, 1 down. And that's down and away. That one fouled off, 2-2. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Rosarena pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
Up to the plate steps DJ LeMahieu. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
He swings and fouls one off. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. The pitch to LeMahieu.
1-2.
Squirts away a little bit. Man at second. Outside low. And the count's even at 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And he chases that one. Inning ends, and that stops the bleeding. But 3 score in the inning. 2 of them on this 2-run double. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Second inning set to go. Now the left fielder, Randy Arozarena.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field. But he can jump you if you make a mistake.
And a foul ball. This one popped up. Goldie pulls it down, and a quick out, number 1.
Batting 6, the first baseman, Luke Raley.
And now for Seattle, Luke Raley. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
And strike 2. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely. And I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
That's off the mark, and it's 1-2. And that one popped in the air, left field. Bellinger. He makes the grab, and there's 2 away.
Batting 7, the catcher,
Mitch Garver up to hit here. That one's in there. That's strike 1. Swinging a foul straight back. And that one upstairs, ball 1. 2 out, space is empty. That's down and in. Next offering upstairs. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Hit hard on the ground is short. Volpe throws it to first in time. And the inning is over. So they make short work of him there. Now to the bottom of the second. Yankees 3 and the Mariners nothing. Back now in the Bronx.
Leading off,
bottom half of inning number 2.
catcher,
Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. Gilbert back to work. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. That one inside, ball 1. Clyde Washington with home plate duties in this one.
A little bit of a low zone boog from Clyde. Nothing crazy, though. Pitchers that work consistently down around the knees and are able to command their off-speed stuff tend to have some pretty good success with him back there behind the plate.
The next pitch misses. 2-1. What about some no-nos? Like, you can't call the umpire blue the way you do in Little League or high school, right?
Yeah, even in the minor leagues, you'll learn quickly. You call the umpire blue. You better learn his name, and that's just part of being a professional player and even a major league player. First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
You know, Boog, it's been said these guys are savages in the box. Can see it right
Batting
there with
ninth,
such
the
tight
third
plate
baseman,
discipline.
Oswald.
So digging in, Oswald Peraza. And that's too
No,
high.
that missed. That's a ball. 1-0.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
3-0.
That one missed. Now 3-0. Nobody out. Runner at first. Next offering is in for a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Here we go,
3-2
Yanks.
now. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. Back to the top of the
Now
lineup,
batting, the
Jason
designated hitter,
Dominguez.
Jason
Getting ready to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Need a base hit here.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Rodriguez sizes this one up. Drops into the glove. And there's 2 down. So a man aboard.
fielder,
It's
number
Aaron
99,
Judge now.
Aaron
Singled and scored his first time.
Judge.
That misses
That's a
the
ball.
zone. Ball 1. Wells off of first with 2 away. That's in for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
One of the
1 and
better
2's the
pitches he's
count.
thrown in this game, but he just hasn't been able to do it enough, unfortunately. You know, he could be getting a feel for that slider, though, so maybe that's something he can build off of.
Let's go, New York.
2 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. 1 left for the Yankees, but they lead it 3-0. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the right fielder,
number 8,
Dominic Canzone.
Canzone.
Get out of here, Mariner.
That is upstairs for ball 1. Check swing, called strike.
1-1.
Next pitch
Ball
is
outside.
outside. And that's outside.
3-1.
Check swing, and he went. And it's 3-2.
Count's full.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much
Batting
to
ninth,
it. And
the
I'm
third
sure he'd
baseman,
love another swing at it because it was in a
Mastroboni.
very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it
That's
happens.
inside.
Miles
Ball.
Mastroboni stands in now, looks at that one inside. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. One down, base is empty. Next offering misses down and away. And the sweeper catches the plate. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Next for the Bruins, the shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
Back to the top of the Seattle order, and stepping in for the Mariners, J.P. Crawford. That one lifted to left, and that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the left fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Cody Bellinger.
Foul ball there. Bellinger's a brilliant defender, whether in the outfield where he won a Gold Glove in right, center field, or at first base. The footwork he attributes to playing soccer as a kid. And Bellinger is a huge Premier League soccer fan. Kicks and fires. That's through there for a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
Sneaks through, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. Fly to left his first time. Outside low, and it's 1-0.
You know, these Yankees doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
Next offering is in for a strike.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a 1-2. So Goldie strikes out here. Now here's Trent Grisham. Doubled his first time up. Check on the runner. Bellinger dives back. And that's outside. Bellinger leads off first with 1 away. That misses, and the count is 2-0.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Fought off foul.
Let's go, Yankees!
That's a strike. Ball pretty well struck out towards right center. That's back there. Tattooed and gone. His 17th of the year, and they add a pair. It's 5-zip.
good hitter gets pitch recognition early, he saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
One out, base is empty. And up next for New York, Anthony Volpe. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Still only one out here in the inning. That one misses in the dirt. And a big swing and a miss. Activity in the bullpen. A right-hander appears to be getting loose. Here's a 2-2. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Now batting.
Now it's LeMahieu up to hit. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Hard hit right side. Polanco tosses to first. That's the inning. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. And the lead is now 5-0. Back after this on the show. Back in New York, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton and set to lead off the fourth, Julio Rodriguez. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got him looking. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Oh, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
And now Cal Raleigh. Ball 1, no strikes.
1 ball, no strikes.
The Yanks leading by 5, top half of inning number 4. Next offering is fouled back. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And they have their first hit since the first inning.
The batter, number 7, second baseman, Jorge.
Here's
Polanco.
the second baseman, Jorge Polanco. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. And the sweeper is in for a strike. Polanco, 31 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. That one missed.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
And that one is lifted in the air. 2 down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Left fielder, Randy. Arozarena.
Now it's Randy Arozarena. 0 for 1 so far. Ripped to short. They get the force. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. 1 left for Seattle. Still looking at that 5-0 deficit.
Now pitching for the
Welcome back, and they turn to a new arm as we kick off the bottom of the 4th. Number 23.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
Here's the catcher,
Leading
Austin Wells. He reached out and walked his first time.
Wells.
And first offering is fouled off. Foul ball. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Garver hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Oswald Peraza.
So up next, Oswald Peraza. Struck out swinging his first time. And a slider in there for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And
That's
takes low for ball 1. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That missed by a lot. And that's ball 2. And that's in the dirt. Hard on the ground to first. Raley takes it to the bag. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Jason.
Back to the top of the Yankee order. In now is the Yankees DH, Jason Dominguez. 1 for 2. That's a laser base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy
The
seeing the
right
ball
fielder,
off the
number
bat.
99,
Something to improve.
Aaron.
Here comes Aaron Judge. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Canzone brings it in, and that is that. The Yanks leave 1, but they hold a 5-0 lead. We go to the top of the 5th, and the batter now, Luke Raley. Warren back to work. And that misses. And that is ball 1.
Well, these Mariners need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
The catcher, Mitch Garver.
Mitch Garver now at the plate. He's 0 for 1.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have runners in scoring position because they put themselves there.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
0-1.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, makes the grab, 2 down.
The right fielder, number 8, Dominic Canzone.
So 2 down now, and here is Dominic Canzone. Struck out swinging his first time. There's a strike. 2 down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th. Missed with a changeup, and now it's even 1-1. Ripped on the ground to second. LeMahieu gets it to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the Yankees 5 and the Mariners nothing. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and stepping in for the Yankees, Cody Bellinger.
For the Yankees, the left fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Hit hard but foul off to the left.
You know, these Yankees really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in, so I'd say mission accomplished.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Here's a 1-2. Ah, that hit him.
That hit him.
And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
Leading off for the Yankees,
And at first,
the first
Paul
baseman,
Goldschmidt
Paul
will climb in.
Goldschmidt.
2 in this one. Pitch misses. 1-0. Right through there for a strike. On the ground, out to short. To second for 1, and it's over his head. And he's going to make it up to second base, as that's a 2-base error.
Well, every double play turn starts with getting 1, and even though these players work on these plays during batting practice over and over again, sometimes at game speed you can still mess it up. Could have been 2 outs. Instead, they get nothing.
Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. He's already homered in this game. High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run! Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they add to the lead. It's 8-0. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
And here comes the Mariners manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Number 23 is done. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. So out of the bullpen for the Mariners, Ryan
Now
Wu.
pitching for the
And
Mariners,
as relievers go, he's not a big
Number
strikeout
22,
guy. He tries to force weak
Ryan
contact, so
Wu.
command and execution are huge for him.
Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. That misses the zone, and that's ball one. Swing and a pop-up foul and a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. And that skips in the dirt. Next offering upstairs. Fastball for a strike.
You got a full count.
On the ground to short, Crawford. Not in time. He's safe.
Definitely a tough play, but he seems to have had a little trouble getting rid of it, and that made all the difference. And with the speed running up the line, you got to be perfect, and right there, he just couldn't get it there in time.
Man at first, nobody out. And next for New York, DJ LeMahieu. Up and in,
that's the
ball one.
1-0.
Volpe gets his lead at first with nobody out. Hit in the air, left field. And he makes the catch. And there's one down.
Now batting, the catcher, Austin Wells.
Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. Wu picks to first.
No,
Volpe back on a dive. And first offering is fouled off. Just
No, that's
missed.
down. Ball.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it, so that's a good take by him.
And delivers outside. Already 3 runs across in the frame. Last half of inning number 5. Runner on the move. Strike in there. Oh, save. That's a stolen base. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Runner at second here, 1 gone. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Now the third baseman, Oswald Peraza.
The third baseman, Oswald Peraza.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
1-1.
That one found hard the other way. Runner at second, 2 down. That one misses.
that missed.
2-2.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes But that's not what that pitch was.
Ball.
That's off the mark, and it's 3-2.
Full count.
And ball
Ball
4,
four.
2 aboard.
Very close off the outside corner. Could have easily
Now
been called a
batting,
strike in
the
that location.
designated hitter.
So the batting
Jason.
order turns over.
John
Now it's the
Dominguez.
DH, Jason Dominguez. And the first
Wow.
offering is not close. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Swings through that one.
I think he was sitting off speed
1-1.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Yankees with a 3-run shot. It's now an 8-0 game. You're dialed into the show. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
All right, Singy, you've tightened up the hairdo, but back when you played, how valuable was it to have a barber in the clubhouse?
Well, Boog, I'm going to say invaluable. That's how valuable that it was, because I was the barber. Yes, I was the team
One
barber,
ball, one
man. I'd be
strike.
cutting hair 7:05 game. I'd be finishing cutting someone's hair at 6:45.
Whoa.
And I'd ask these guys, you're making millions of dollars. Why can't you go to a stylist and get your hair done? You're coming to the clubhouse pressuring me to cut your hair before a game.
Next offering is in the dirt. Would they pay you?
No, absolutely not. Not even a meal on the road. So I think it's great now that most of these teams have professional barbers that come in and make them look fresh before the games.
Peraza fires over to first. Just got him on that one. So the lineup flips over. J.P. Crawford up next for the Mariners. Scale of 1 to 10, how good a barber were you?
For a non-professional,
1-0.
I'd say I was probably a 7. But if I was comparing to professionals, I'd be like a 3.
Swing and a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
I'll never forget the time that I cut Jose Canseco's hair.
The center fielder.
He had a pretty big melon, Boog. And
Big dome?
it took a while.
Rodriguez.
Yeah.
There's a little pressure there, too, because he had a big date that night, and he wanted me to make sure that everything looked good.
Wow.
Yeah. He's a big guy, too. I didn't want him to hurt me.
Yeah, he's large. The 0-1 just
Nope,
missed.
ball.
Crawford stands at first with 1 out. Next pitch
No,
is
that's
downstairs.
down. Ball.
Swing and a foul out of play. Battling here as he fouls it away. Line drive. Grisham is there, makes the catch, and there are 2 outs.
Now batting, designated hitter, Cal Raleigh.
Next is the designated hitter, Cal Raleigh. He's a catcher by trade, but the DH here in this one. And look out,
He's hit.
as that one ran in and got him. So first and
The
second
batter,
with
number
2
7.
outs. And
Second
now it's the
baseman,
cleanup hitter for the
Jorge
Mariners, Jorge Polanco. A
That's a
changeup
ball.
missing. Ball 1. First and second, 2 down. And we're the top half of the 6th. swing and a high fly ball left field. Bellinger should have this one, and that is that. Mariners leave a couple, and they're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Back for more from the Bronx. Bottom of the 6th. Here is Aaron Judge. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Movement in the bullpen. Casey Legumina up and loosening in the pen. Number 67 also getting ready. And Judge spoils that one. Next offering is fouled back. Misses off the plate. And that's ball 2. Good job to fight that one off. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. And the leadoff man aboard. And here comes Bellinger.
Now batting, left fielder, Cody Bellinger.
And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1. The Yankees up big in this one here in the bottom of the 6th. Next offering is fouled back. One now. He swings and crushes one deep on its way. Way back there. Gone. It's a belly ball. His second home run of the series, and they add a couple more. It's 10-0. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. 1 for 3. First pitch misses. That finds the mark on the inside corner.
1-1.
Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
1 and 2's the count.
Stays alive.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
That one way outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Here's a 2-2. Fouled off. And they'll do it again. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches
The
to
center
even that
fielder,
count
number
off
12.
with 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Here's the center fielder, Trent Grisham. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dig.
And it's fouled away. Just
No, that
missed.
missed. That's a ball.
Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
1-2.
Way
That's the ball.
inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
2-2.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. 1 down, base is empty. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. That one
got a full
inside,
count.
look out. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swing and a bouncer out to short. Crawford on the run, throw to first, and they get the out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
2 outs, base is empty. Anthony Volpe, the next to hit. Right through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took
No
the
balls,
best
1
pitch he's
strike.
going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
2 down, nobody on. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's now 10-zip.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back.
New
We're in
York
the 7th.
Yankees,
We have a new pitcher on the mound.
Number
Devin
38.
Williams.
Well, he's been a really
Devin
tough guy to take deep this
Williams.
season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
So digging in,
Leading off for
Randy
Seattle, the left
Arozarena.
fielder, Randy Arozarena.
Swing and a miss, strike 1. Williams, a
0-1.
6'2 righty, 195 pounds, and he was a second-round pick back in 2013. Late on that fastball.
0-2. That's a ball.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the
Ball.
fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
And down on strikes he goes. 1 away.
Boog, I think even when you know he's got that pitch in his arsenal, you're still going to have a hard time recognizing and reacting to it unless you've seen it several times. And honestly, if you can hit that pitch, I'm concerned because you probably can't hit anything else that he throws. That one right there locked him up.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Base is empty, one away here in the top half of inning number 7.
Let's go Yankees.
And there's a ball.
1-1.
Come on, New York.
That just misses.
Ball.
And a count 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And a foul ball.
Full count.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the
Up
benefits,
next for
the
the Tigers,
advantages of
the catcher,
relievers who can
Mitch
come in and get
Garver.
the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Garver up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. Swinging a foul straight back. The 1-1. And that one fouled off. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Nobody left for Seattle. They're down 10-0.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the
Number
7th.
64.
Casey Legumina.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put
Leading
that out
up
of his
for
mind.
the Yankees,
Every
the
outing
second
matters for
baseman,
relievers and their
DJ.
numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of
LeMahieu.
appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
And
Nope,
ball 1
ball.
to LeMahieu.
1 ball, no strikes. No, ball.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And the next pitch is way outside. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. Line drive, base hit. So he battled through a long at bat and earned himself a hit.
But when you see that many pitches in an at bat, your chances of succeeding go up. And right there, we see the result.
Now it's going to be Austin Wells. First pitch, and he just misses. LeMahieu aboard here at first with nobody out. Late swing, foul to the left. Got him looking for the K. He's got to be frustrated with that call. Didn't agree with the call at the plate right there.
Again, a game like this, that's just too close to take. It's a blowout game. Guys have been out here for a while. Umpires saying, hey, let's go. Cut it loose. Swing the bat.
Stepping in, Oswald Peraza. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. 2 gone.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Dominguez stands in now and watches strike 1. Next offering is fouled back.
Here we go, Yanks.
2 outs. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that gets down into the gap. Coming home. The relay to the plate. Tag. Not in time. He scores. And the lead continues to grow. Man in scoring position with 2 away. Aaron Judge at the plate. Pitch misses, and that is ball 1.
1-0.
Man on second, 2 down. Inside, 2-0. That's towards center. Rodriguez in position and makes the grab, and that'll do it. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Yankees 11 and the Mariners nothing. Ready to begin the 8th, and now for Seattle, Dominic Canzone.
Dominic Canzone.
Williams back to work, and first offering is fouled off. And he gets tied up right there.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Grisham on the move, and he hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Mastroboni up to the plate for the 3rd time as he looks at 1 down low. And there's a foul ball. 1-1. Fastball
No,
is
that's outside. Ball.
That one misses, and now 3-1. The Yanks up big in this one, and we're in the top of the 8th. That one fouled off. Flares it into the outfield. Nice grab. Throws from his knees, and he gets him. Nicely done.
Look at how he dives right there. He's able to pop up to both knees. Not enough time to get to his feet, but he threw a cannon across the diamond to get the runner.
Two down, bases empty, and the batter will be the shortstop, J.P. Crawford. And that's in for a strike. Two down, nobody on.
That missed. That's a ball.
He swings and fouls one off. Popped in the air, left field. Bellinger makes the grab, and that is that. This one pretty well decided at this point. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Yankees 11 and the Mariners nothing. Back at Yankee Stadium, bottom of the 8th, and stepping in for the Yankees, Cody Bellinger.
Bellinger.
Swing and a ball line to center. Gets down, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his
Now
bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Line drive. Rodriguez makes the catch, and there's one away.
The center fielder, number 12, Trent Grisham.
Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees. Swinging a foul straight back. Foul ball there. Bellinger at first, one gone.
Ball.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Backed off the plate that time. Smoked to the left, base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Up next for the Yankees, the shortstop.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Anthony Volpe. first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Runners at first and second with one gone. Here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Brush to right. This one's got a chance. Out of here. Home run. And they throw 3 on the board. It's 14-0.
That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched.
Pitching for the Mariners.
One down. And now it's DJ LeMahieu digging in.
Put together a great at bat last time. Really battled. Ended up with the base hit.
No, that missed.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. One down, base is empty. Check swing, and he went. And it's 1-1.
1-1.
Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right. Swing and a ball popped up. Mastroboni settles underneath it. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, the catcher, Austin.
And next for New York, Austin Wells. 0 for 3 in this one. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Two outs. And 1-2.
0-2 fastball way out of
One
the
ball, two
zone. I
strikes.
think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
And now 2-2. Good eye right there. And that's inside, and a good at-bat, ball 4.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Peraza, the next to hit, takes outside.
1-0.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
That's to third. Zips it across. Inning over. Yankees with a 3-run shot. Last chance coming up for the Mariners. Here at new Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, we go to the 9th, and now it's Julio Rodriguez. Swing and a drive, deep right field. And in one hops the wall. Around first, heading for 2. In safely, it's a double, and his second hit. And up next for Seattle, Cal Raleigh. And first offering is fouled off. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here at the top of the ninth. That misses the zone, and it's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Just
that
missed.
That's the ball.
Strike on the inside corner.
2-2.
Misses off the inside. Counts full, 3-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Runner at second, nobody out. Swings and misses. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Jorge Polanco up next for the Mariners. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Man at second. And a foul ball. Got him looking. And they're down to their last out.
Now batting, left fielder Randy Arozarena.
So they're down to their final out. Now the left fielder, Randy Arozarena. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
0-1.
Two outs and 1 in scoring position. And that is out of play. This could end it. That one inside. And a count 1-2. That's inside. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And they'll do it again. Man on second, 2 down. Stays alive. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
And a good eye there.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Lifted to left, and that should do it. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees used 2 pitchers to combine for the shutout.
Well, we saw complete domination in this one. The offense exploded for a blowout, and then the pitching staff nails, locked down the opponent. This team did everything right today.